What's going on, Easy Agent Proers? In today's video, I'm going to be going over IDX searches, why you want to run them, and what they're important for. Because I know I get this question a lot when people come to me asking me if it's important to have an IDX search or if they should just pay for regular landing pages and not worry about an IDX. But I think an IDX is extremely important, and it comes in with one of my favorite ads that I like to run. So I'm going to go over why it's important in today's video. Okay, so what an IDX search does is it allows you as a real estate agent to show people all the properties that are available on the market in your certain area. So say that you're in Los Angeles and you wanted people to use your website as opposed to using Zillow, and since we all know Zillow is inaccurate and they could possibly reach out for information for somebody on Zillow instead of you, thinking it may be more convenient, not knowing that they're actually signing up to use them as their real estate agent potentially. So by having an IDX search, you can have people go directly to your own website that you control, and no matter what questions they may have or anything like that, everything comes to you. You are in complete control over what your client may actually see. Another benefit to having an IDX search is it helps out with your search engine optimization. So say that you're in an area and you want your website to rank a little bit higher than other people that are inside of the area. So if you say are on the second or third page, by having an IDX search, you are going to give people an option to stay on your page for a little bit longer. And one of the things that plays a part in your search engine optimization score is how long people stay on your website. So if people are staying on your website longer than, somebody else's website that's just a few pages and it's just giving them some information, but it doesn't have an IDX or anything like that, if you have the same amount of information but have an IDX search also, your website is probably going to rank better than theirs for the simple fact that people are staying on your website longer than everybody else's. Now, my favorite reason for having an IDX search, and this is the main reason why I have one, is because you are able to use it as a lead generation source. So when I run my Facebook ads, one of my best converting ads is by just telling people to click on the link below to view all the properties that are available inside of the market. Now, of course, it says more than that, but that's the main gist of it. So I will send people to my website, and once they're there, they're able to click around for a little bit, and then they're forced to register. And this works so much better than having just a regular splash page or a regular landing page where people go to it and then they sign up and then you send them the IDX search or send them the listings. This works so much better, because if you think about it, it's the same thing if you're shopping for something online. Say you're looking for a shirt and you go to the Gap online or their website or something like that. If you go there, and what if they had nothing available on the site for you to see? If the only thing that was there was enter your contact information and we'll send you the information on shirts, or enter your contact information and somebody will contact you with information about what shirts are available or to figure out what you may want. You will just go to a different website or just use a different service. It's the same thing with IDX searches. When you have somebody come to your website or you have an ad sending them to your website and they get there and they want to actually view properties, they're going to, take a look at a couple of them. And then if they're prompted with their information, then they may give you their contact information. But if you send them there and force them to sign up before giving them anything at all, they're not going to be interested, because if this is coming from an ad, you have to think about it that way. If they're coming straight from this ad, they're just now thinking about it. They weren't thinking about it before. They weren't searching for your website. They weren't searching to look for homes. They just happened to see homes while they were scrolling through their Facebook feed, if you're running Facebook ads. So it's something that isn't that important to them that they need to give you their contact information to get this right now. So let me show you how you can kind of tailor this to yourself using EasyAgentPro. So when you come over to EasyAgentPro, and you can come over to the IDX control panel, which is going to be underneath your little icon in the top corner up here when you first log in, come over to setup and then to lead capture and user registration, and you will be on this screen right here. And on this screen, you can tailor it to your liking for what you want to do with your users when they come to your page. So you can have them not register at all, which I wouldn't recommend. You have ultralight, which is in one prompt, and multi-prompt. And what these do is they give you the option to have your lead form pop up on the landing page while they're scrolling, and they can close out of it, and they can not be forced to register, but they can just continually close it. They can be prompted once, which is the one prompt, or they can be prompted multiple times after clicking around a few, which is the multi-prompt. But either way, they have the option to not register at all. Now, the one that I recommend and I use myself is the light version. Now, with this version, you are forced to register after you click around for a little bit. And by doing this, they give you their email address and their name so you can reach back out to them and add them to your drip campaign or whatever. But from this one, it's just like the analogy that I gave you a little bit earlier. Say they're searching for something online and you give them a taste of it. You let them see a little bit, and then they think, okay, I'm already here. I already like what I'm seeing. Let me go ahead and just give them my contact information real quick so I can continue on looking and then go about my day. So that is what I do right here with the light one. And after they provide the information, they're directed right back to the page that they were on. Heavy I don't use, but this one is something that you could use if you want to be very targeted and only get in contact with people that register. You can force the person to register, and then once they get email from the system, then they can go ahead and start using your website. This would be to completely make sure that anybody that uses your site is somebody that's ready to purchase and somebody that actually really wants to use you. They'll probably be a very motivated lead at this point in time. So from here, you have trigger points with your registration. For myself, on the search page and the search results and on the property details, it all comes down. I do it all in 3s, but you can do it anywhere from 1 to 25. So after 3 searches, I make them register. After 3 pages of search results, I make them register. Or if they're looking at a property and they click around 3 times, so if they look at 3 different pictures or anything in regards to clicking 3 times, they have to register. So by doing this, I'm giving them the option to look around. I'm not forcing them to do anything until they have already expressed interest in looking at my site. So I know if somebody comes to my site and registers that they've been there, they like what they're seeing on the site, and they're currently interested in continually looking around. So this kind of qualifies them a little bit more as a lead than somebody that just comes to your site and inputs their information as soon as they come in. So this is what I like to use my IDX searches for, and this is why I believe that they are very important and something that every real estate agent should use. So with that being said, if you like this video, be sure to leave it a like down below. It helps our channel to grow. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. We'll be down there answering all questions that you may have. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to our channel so you're not missing out on any of our new content, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video.